Hello, beautiful creatures. I am Witch Belle, and we are playing today Inspector Parker. I absolutely love this game and its counterpart, Growing Up. It was one of those games that you'd get in a very, very thin sleeve, and you'd go into a Michael's store, and it was in their bargain bin for $5 a piece. And I absolutely love it. I haven't played it for a while, so I wanted to get back in it, and I wanted to experience it with you guys. So let's go ahead and start a new player. Alright, accept, and let's play career mode. Let's go with medium. And just puzzle mode, not timed mode. Welcome to the Academy, rookie. Let's see if you've got what it takes. We need your assistance on the murder of Agatha Misanthrope. Our boys in blue have determined where the killer went inside the house, but they can't make heads or tails of eyewitness accounts. Sort it out, would you? Forensics is waiting for your report. Oh, and we've given you a bit of a head start this first time out. So right now, we are level 1, Police Academy Rookie Practice Board. And each of these boards are randomly generated each time we play. So say I didn't like this board, I could cut out and just remember where everything is. Are you sure we want to exit this board? Yes. Play career, start it again, have a new one, and it is completely different. Alright, so let's start with here. So the way this looks, it looks like the dagger is one room to the left of the revolver. This one has the Londunum right above the room with Maurice. This one, the dagger, is directly above Aunt Agatha. And if we like to look down here, there is some really cool commentary. So for this one, it is poor Agatha dying and leaving all that beautiful money, sniff. But I did see that the revolver was one room to the right of the knife on the same floor. So to do this is like a logic puzzle. So this should be to the left of the revolver. So I'm going to right click to make that one disappear, because it can't be in the same room as the other. Now over here, the revolver is supposed to be to the right of the dagger, so it can't be in the same four walls, so I will get rid of that one. So at least this is one to the left, this is one to the left. Now, as for the Londunum, before dinner Maurice was in a room somewhere directly below the room with the Londunum. Well, it already gave us this, that Maurice is in this room, so the Londunum has to be here, which then makes it this room being with the dagger and this room having the revolver. Then we have that the dagger is above the other lady. It's no surprise that someone finally killed the old tightwad. As for last night, the knife was in a room somewhere directly above the room with Portia. So we're going to hit Portia for this one, leaving the butler as left. So in this case, Maurice, oh, here it has it written out. Aunt Agatha was murdered by Maurice with the knife. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Not bad for a rookie. Next one's not as easy though. Stay sharp. Alright, now we have the butler to the left of Maurice. So the butler's here. Maurice can't be in the same room. Same with this. Maurice is supposed to be on the right with butler not there. Now for this one. Bunch of darned hoodlums. The knife was in a room somewhere directly above the dining room. Well, that makes that simple. In this case, we only have the 6 rooms. It will get a lot more difficult from here. So that would not have been that simple. Now, Londunum is supposed to be directly above him. He is not in this room. And the Londunum can't be in that room. So it has to be these 2 here. Which then reveals that the revolver must have been in the nursery. Maurice was in the living room. And Portia was in the dining room. Maurice, what is with you and that dagger? Aunt Agatha was murdered by Maurice with the knife. Excellent. I can see why they picked me for your tutor. Only students with the most potential are assigned to the master, you know. Yes, Inspector Parker, we know. The case at Misanthrope Manor wasn't as simple as we led you to believe. We've got to sort through 6 suspects and weapons. We could use your help, rookie. Use the clues like before and you'll be fine. We've given you a head start this time. Alright. See, it gets a little bit more difficult each time. So this one, the mouse poison, is 2 rooms to the left of the Londunum. So, mouse poison's here. Can't be in the same room. 1, 2. These can't be here. So that leaves mouse. Oh! Now see, I just made a mistake. You can have 2 misses. I foolishly thought this was the only place that these were, but they're not. They are also down here. So, now that that miss has already told us that is not the correct spot, that means neither of these can be correct either. So that leaves this one to be correct, with the mouse poison here and the Londunum here. So in this case, I'm going to highlight that. The noose is somewhere to the left of Ophelia. So see how these are in each of the 6 different boxes. So since the noose and Ophelia have to be on the same plane of existence, on the same floor, then as the rope, then Ophelia can't be down here because there's no rope. So we're going to exit her out. Now, the rope cannot be to the right of Ophelia. So we're going to get rid of that, which then leaves only one option. The rope must be here and Ophelia must be here. Next, we have the butler is to the left of, so Boris. So sorry. I always keep calling him the butler. I think in one of these a long time ago, it read as Butler Boris or something like that. And so I've just always affiliated his face as the butler. So let's do this correctly here. So Boris is to the left of Fred. So they can't be in the same room here, and this is already taken up, so they can't be up here. But they can be down here. Boris is to the left, so Fred cannot be there. And that takes him out of this. So it can be in either of these 2 sections. Going on, we now know that Harriet is on the same floor as the revolver, so she cannot be there, which does leave Ophelia. Oh, that's Ophelia. Oh no, I'm getting the names all confused. Okay, this lady has to be here. The one in red. The one in orange is then there. So Harriet, the one that's dressed like the maid, is down here. She, according to this, has to be to the left of the revolver. Left is this way. So she is there, which then puts these two gentlemen here. Because Boris can only be in this slot, he goes here. Then that leaves Fred here. Then Boris is directly under the axe. So we put the axe there, the dagger becomes there. Sorted it all out, I see. Excellent! Next time won't be as easy, though. Keep your wits about you. Aunt Agatha was murdered by Fred with the axe. Ooh. That wasn't so hard, was it? You just need to keep a cool head and focus on what the witnesses said. Let's give it another round, and this time you'll be on your own. Oh, they usually do this right before they give me a higher ranking. And I've noticed when I first started playing this many years ago that this can sometimes be confusing the way it's worded. So I just look at the pictures. So Fred is one to the left of Ophelia. Ah, I was right the second time. This one's Ophelia. So again, this one's Fred. Can't be in the same room. Fred has to be to the left, so he can't be here. And then we're going to go down here because they are in all 6 spaces. So again, they can't be in the same room. And he has to be on the left, so he's not here. Now, these have to be 2 rooms apart, so 1, 2. So these will not be in the center, no matter what. Now, she has to be on the left, and he has to be on the right. But there are 2 possible solutions. Let's continue. The rope is above the axe, so the axe cannot be up here, and the rope cannot be down here. Boris is to the left of the mouse poison, so can't be in the same room as it. And he has to be to the left, so Boris cannot be here, but the mouse poison can be. So that works Boris on the left to mouse poison, Boris on the left to mouse poison, and so on. Continuing, the mouse poison has to be to the left of the revolver. So if the revolver is here, the mouse poison cannot be here. Same with here. And the revolver has to be to the right of the mouse poison, so it cannot be here. And they cannot be in the same room as each other. Like I said, it shows the mouse poison is to the left, so the revolver cannot be here. There are 2 options of how this can go. And then, the revolver has to be above the Londuno. Well, there's 2 spots for the revolver. It can only be above. So this, whoops, there's my other miss, because I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. So that has to be up there, and that has to be down there. Starting over from the beginning, Fred is 1 to the left of Ophelia. So this still works. 1 to the left, 1 to the left. Now this still works. 2 in between each person. Well, technically it's 1, but you see what I mean. 1, 2. Then we have the rope. It has to be above the axe. Boris has to be to the left of the mouse poison. So Boris can't be here, and Boris can't be here. The mouse poison has to be to the left of the revolver, which is here. And as you can see, things start to kind of pulsate when that is the only thing left and that it has to be where it is. So the rope is there. If we go from that, the rope is above the axe, putting the axe here and making this one pulsate. Boris is to the left of the mouse poison, so Boris is here, which then means Stella? Portia. Okay. Portia is here. And Portia is 2 to the left, so Maurice has to be here. Fred is 1 to the left of Ophelia, so Fred has to be here. Ophelia has to be here with the nanny there. Housekeeper. Alright, Aunt Agatha was murdered by Fred with the knife. Say, that's the way to show 'em. Welcome to Scotland Yard, rookie. You deserve it. Of course, you had the best possible teacher, but I'm sure that was only a negligible factor. You have been promoted. Graduate. All right. And then it continues. I'm going to stop there, though. We're going to do these in little blips. So for this so far, it does play like what I remember. I just got to remind myself, right click to delete, left click to confirm. So he said, Inspector Parker says, forensics could use your help again. They're having a devil of a time trying to make sense of the statements the constable took down. If you can sort it out, they might be able to piece together who done it, with what and why. We've given you one known item. You'll have to do the rest. We'll just take a look at what the board looks like. It will be different next time. Now we have 9 rooms. We have the first floor, we have the second floor, and we have the basement area. So, a little bit more to work with. Same principles of highlighting what you're looking at, reading what it says, and or looking at the pictures to go from there and use logic and deduction to find out who is in what room, what item was in each room, and where each item was placed. Then deduce by that who done it. Dun dun dun. Inspector Parker, everyone. Thank you for coming on the first part of this journey again with me after so many years of me being away from this game. The other part is quite different. It is still more of a logistics game, and you do have to figure out on your own who done it. But that is a game for another time. As for right now, I've been Witch Belle, and blessed be everyone.